Hello everyone, this is Darryl20, and welcome to episode 22 of Darryl20's Let's Play of ATM10 to the Sky. Today's plan, I want to get into industrialization a little bit. I'm going to take a look at extended industrialization, because apparently that adds some stuff. Adds a bunch of cool looking stuff, actually. I'm guessing this is an add-on to Ultimate Laser Drill. That sounds cool. To modern industrialization, right? So there's like a bunch of stuff that it kind of makes. Looks pretty cool. Looks like a bunch of neat extra machines and add-ons and some other things you can do with it. So one of the reasons I want to check this out is because it has a thing that'll kind of save me an extra step or two. Not that it's a big difference, really, but we have the ultimate alloy, or the steel alloy smelter here. This guy's going to let you combine, like, antimony dust and lead, or antimony lead ingots into battery alloys directly. Normally, I think the way you do this is you just have to make the battery alloy dust, which you can get from mixing a couple of the dusts as it is. But if we get the steel alloy smelter, then we can do the ingots directly, and I think that would be cool, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get some pipes, and then we're going to get what I think I want to do is another keep in stock kind of setup here. So we'll do that, and then we'll do modern, and we'll grab some pipes. Where's the item pipes? There they are. And your job is to sit here. Cool. And then you'll sit right about there. And then your filter. Do I need the wrench or can I use this wrench? That works. All right, cool. So you're on insert, and you're gonna filter in lead ingots and antimony ingots. Cool. And cool. We're going to do that, and that's what you're going to keep in stock over here, and that's probably going to be the end of the whole keep in stock thing, but that's okay. So you guys should be handling that at some point. Cool. And then you're going to eject, but I want you to eject to the top, which looks cool. Oh, nope, that's not going to work. No, it is not. No, it is not. Can we filter you somehow? Can we, like, do, like, a count? Insert priority, extract priority, whitelist, insert. Put any motor here to improve item pipe speed. That might be... Curious if this is even solvable with item pipes. Is there, like, a better item pipe from modern? Not really seeing item pipes and fluid pipes. That's about it. I could absolutely solve this with laser IO, which I was avoiding, but I might have to. Alternative plan would be. Can you like? Isn't there like a way to like make this thing remember? Isn't there some kind of trick to that where it like remembers what it's supposed to have on it and it filters itself? I mean, alternatively, I could like stage some antimony in there, but like we don't have a ton, so we're gonna run out at some point. I swore there was a way. Ooh, there we go. Lock editing. I think that's what I want. So if I do that, okay, I just want to test this. If I do that and lock editing is on, I want to see you like be allowed to insert stuffs now. Hmm. That's what I want. There we go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. So you hit lock editing enabled, and then you click on the things you want to lock the filter in, right? So now we should be cool. um, and it will only insert those two items in those two slots. Cool. And then I should be able to functional storage my way into having battery alloys, which will allow me to proceed to the next chapter. Well, next stage of the current chapter, at least. Good times. And then you should go in there directly. Awesome. Cool. Battery alloy complete. That's awesome. So let's go into our chapter on the electric age and check out what's in our future, because I suspect it's going to be a whole lot of stuff. The basic machine hull is going to be a big part of what we need to do next. So we're going to want the basic machine hull, which is basically going to be, you're going to need tin cables, which is going to need a bunch of automation, and redstone batteries, which needs some curved plates and some more tin cables. So that doesn't seem too bad. We already have the rubber sheets, but we're going to need tin wire. So I've got an idea. I wonder. I have an idea. I have like a semi-clever idea. Could that be cool? I feel like that could be cool. I feel like that could be cool. I feel like that could be cool. All right. Is there like an advanced interface? Interface upgrade. That's what's up. Do you not know how to make an interface? Like, what's going on here? Oh, you need to know how to make an extended interface first. I'm guessing this holds more stuffs. I'm guessing that's how that works. Do I need a bigger crystal assembler? I may. Is this crystal assembler? Yes. Pattern upgrade, please. Interface upgrade, please. Are you going to be all cool? And apparently not. Page 1, page 2. Did you, like, lose all your settings here? Like, what just happened? Or did I put it in the wrong one? May have put it in the wrong one. Yeah, I did. Okay, that's fair. ME extended interface. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of upgrading. Haha. Sweet. Right? So I do have this thing running, by the way. So we should be getting, you know, stuff. More antimony on the way. So here's my idea. You ready for this? I like this plan. Okay, you make copper wire, right? And you make copper wire with a steel wire mill. Let's make another one of those. Okay. And do this. Oh, how cool is that? Now steel wire mills. I could configure you to push to the back, right? And what we need for this is are you all of a sudden being weird about what's the default thingy? Tin wire, right? Which is tin plate. So if we got some tin plate, that's platinum. I was like, why do we have so little tin? Oh no, that's probably expected. Let's do it this way. And maybe I'll do like you know, proper plate handling once we get to the electric age. But right now, it's like a hassle to make all these components with steam. So I'm like avoiding that, right? Um, but probably in the future we will fix that. When we get to electric, we're gonna probably like rearrange some stuff. I don't know. We might not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right. So then you keep 10 plates in stock. Okay. And what I'll need to do is a little dire wiry running. Tin plate. Ah, cool. And now what I'm going to do is temporarily break you. And we'll do functional storage. I'm going to get this type of door. Okay. And give me an iron downgrade. Which I think makes this 32. Is that right? Oh, 64 actually. So no, we're fine. Yeah, that works for me. Right? And then if I break you, and place you there, auto eject. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to have happen. Cool. Cool. And then lock it. And then make sure to add it. And now we've got copper and tin in the same location. How cool is that? Now, I know there's like this weird little bug here, but if I unlock you before I extract you, that should be cool. Cool. And then I'm assuming I'm going to need tin, whatever this stuff is called. Copper tin fine wire. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't exist. So if I need other things like this, I'll kind of, you know, replicate that design. Because I think that's a cool thing, right? Like, that's neat. I like that. Like, you are a good example. Now, battery alloys, we have, like, a decent-ish amount of, right? So, are we cool to do... Because the other thing we needed was this, the curved plates, right? So let's get a steel compressor, which should be doable. Okay, and you'll be the same deal. You'll go here to make that. Okay, and then your deal will be extract on that side, auto eject, and now we just need to get steel or battery alloy plates, right? So battery alloy, oh, that has to be a compressor. Okay. Do we need those for anything besides stuff? We do, actually, yes. So maybe this should be a little different of a pattern. Maybe what we should do for this one, maybe we don't put it here. Maybe you go here. I like that idea. You're gonna go here, but we're gonna want two of you. Okay, so give me another bronze compressor. Then give me another steel. Okay, we're gonna have one here. And here. Okay, and you're gonna eject here, and you're gonna eject here, and you're both gonna be set to auto eject. And then you're gonna be another one of these drawers. Okay. And you're gonna be this. And then you're gonna be that. Cool. Cool. I guess technically the bending machine would have been the better approach to use here. It's faster. I think that's the only difference. So click, auto eject, right? And then your deal will be item pipes. What's this thing all about? Why are you here? Basic machine hull. Did I like teach you how to make that and forget to put you away at some point? I must have. Then we do item pipes here like this. Okay, and then your dude will be that. And then your job can be that. And then you go in like that. And then what we should be getting now is all the things. Cool. And now we just need to wait for some antimony ingots to build up over here. And we'll be very cool. Is that cool? Like, I feel like that's cool. I feel like that's cool. I hope that's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So that means now that if I want to get the basic machine hull, I can do that after I teach you how to make all this stuff, which shouldn't be hard. You're just going to be that, which we now already have in stock, and then you're going to be that, which we either know how to make or already have in stock. Except we're low on battery alloy plates until we back stuff. Oh, and I have to functional storage downgrade that, right? Let's make sure that we don't forget that, because I don't want 2048 before we get any things, right? So downgrade that, you'll back stuff at 64, and then you'll be cool. Deal? I like it. I think it's cool. Right? So like in a minute, we'll back stuff this whole thing, and that'll be awesome. Right? Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's pretty neat. And you have like a bunch of battery alloy ingots, so like we're pretty cool here, right? We should be fine. Right? Now at this point we backstuffed you. You know what I want to do? Make that 4. So he won't insert more, right? And same for you, by the way. There's no reason to keep a stack of this laying around. Like, that'll be neat. For sure. And if I make you, like, 32, that could be cool. And if I make you, like, 32, that could be cool. I really, really like this mechanic of you get to say for each slot what the capacity is. Like, that's super neat. Right? So now you're just going to build up to 4, and then you'll back stuff. That's awesome, right? And then that'll start back stuffing once we get this guy to 8, which works for me. Right? And then at this point, we should be, like, starting to back stuff this now-ish. Awesome. Awesome. So now I should be able to get a basic hull, and I think that means we can start the electric age, right? Seems cool to me. We're relying on these hammers a lot, but, like, I'm okay with that, right? You guys are cool if I use the hammer for some of the things. I think that that's fine. With the stupid amount of resources I have, like let's be clear, I have like, 24,000 iron. We've got like, 40,000 copper. I think I'm cool wasting a little bit of iron and whatnot for the hammering thing. Is that a is that an agreement that we have? All right. So with that said, let's look at what's next. Um, so we got our basic machine hull, and for that we got a motor, which is awesome. And now we're going to want to look into electricity transfer and electricity generation, because I'm assuming most of these components are going to need energy now. Now, I think I can use forge energy for these, but I still wouldn't mind like peeking at like what goes on over here. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Um, yeah, because this is like its own thing. It would be kind of cool to at least go down the rabbit hole of like energy generation in modern industrialization, because I've never really played with it, right? We like dabbled in it, but I'm like doing it for realsies this time, right? So could be cool, right? So electricity generation and electricity transfer. So we've got, since you're already producing the steam, why not use it to make electricity? Simply slap down a turbine and put steam in and pull electricity out. Seems pretty simple to me. So that would be you. And then diesel generator converts a variety of liquid fuels to electricity. The most accessible for you early on will be a creosote and synthetic oil. That's fair. So for this, we're going to need to learn how to make U and U, because that's going to be our new components here. So tin rotors is going to need, I assume, we're going to need tin versions of these dudes, right? Because that's going to need tin bolts, which needs a cutting machine, and then tin blades, which needs tin curved plates, right? Similar mechanic. And tin rod is just going to be that, so we can handle that, right? And then tin ring. So we're basically going to need equivalent versions of these machines for tin if we want to go down that path, which I assume we will, because tin rotor I assume is going to be used. Yeah, it's going to be needed for pumps. That's going to be needed for. Is it needed for motors? Not necessarily, but it's definitely going to be needed for some components that we're going to have to play with at some point in the future. So like, let's definitely get that going, right? So we're going to want another bending machine. That's what we're using over here, right? Yes. So we're going to want another steel bending machine. Okay. And then we're going to want 2 cutting machines. Are we low on bronze ingots? Did we not have you on autocraft? Do you not know how to make bronze? You don't. Okay, that's fair. The way to make bronze would be you. And then you are going to be you. And then you two need... Do you not know how to make tin dust? You can't not know how to make tin dust. I guess you don't know how to make tin dust. Never mind. So then you're just going to be all mechanism crusher. Just because, like, on-demand crafting of tin dust is going to be way better than, going this route of MI. I want to do MI with MI. I don't want to, like, go crazy. Let's put it that way. Just saying. Where is that? Smelter, and then you. Cool. So now we're going to want you, which should be fine. You should be able to make the tin that you need. Sweet. And we want 2 of those. I love this idea of like doubling up the thing. Like I think that was cool with the 2 drawer system. Like that works for me. All right, so you're going to be the bending machine, and then cutter, and then cutter. And it's at this point I question, do I have enough steam? Possibly not. We'll find out, right? And then bing, bang, boom, and then eject, 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 right? And then you're gonna bring fluids up here. So we're going to want more fluid pipes. Copper bolt. We don't have copper bolts. They might need to be your cutting machine-y. We did bronze, we didn't do copper. All right, let's do this. You could be just done like this, right? With a hammer and copper. In fact, it looks like I can do this without. There, we've got copper bolts. Right, so you're gonna go like this. Because you guys need that. Okay. Cool. And then you're gonna get so we're gonna want item pipes for all these guys, all three. So here, here, and here, right? And then the first thing you're gonna get is gonna be tin plates. So let's make sure we have this set up, right? Tin plate. And I might need to teach you how to make those or no? No, we got them already. Cool, cool. Right? Because that's what we're making, tin rotor. So that's going to need the curved tin plate. Okay. So if I do this and then tin plate, perfect. Cool. And then let's get our axe for this. Okay. And then our functional storage drawers. And then we're going to want downgrades. One. Just get a bunch. We'll transfer this to here. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to want you for a minute. Your bronze rods. So you're going to go like that, that, that. Okay. That should be cool. And then I want to lock you real quick. And then you were the bolts. So let's do the bolts here. Okay. And then you were the rods. And then you were the plates. Okay. And then if I snag you and put you in here, you should fill in now. Nice. Okay, cool. And then you're going to need to be 10 ingots. Which, in fairness, I could probably just do with, you know, the other thing, but whatever. Do that, right? Because I don't think I have 10 ingots in there already. And then you connect. Oh, that's not what I want. There you go. And 10 ingots. And then you're going to do that. And then your rods go in. And that's perfect, right? And then you're going to get rods, right? And then you're going to connect. Come on. Ah! Nope, that's not the right way. Zip. Zip it. How do we get this? Is it that? There we go. Cool. And then that'll be that, which will make tin rod, right? In the cutting machine makes 10 bolts. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to reconnect these guys. Now we're getting that. Cool. And now we put this in here, and that's awesome. Sweet. Cool? Excellent. So that means now we should have an easy time making U. The only thing I need to teach you how to make is U and U. I really, really like this setup. I hope you guys do too, because I'm pretty proud of it. All right. So now I should have very few problems making this. I just need more tin rods, which we're getting. We're just currently turning into bolts very quickly. So in a minute, we'll have tin rods. And then the only other thing I need then is motors, which will be a thing, because I need to get magnetic steel rods. So that's going to be the next task, right, is getting motors. But at this point, we should be able to make pumps for the most part. I think we can, actually. Yes, that looks pretty craftable. So let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here, because we're at that point. We'll come back next time, and we'll start working on motors. Specifically, magnetic steel rods, because that's like the only thing I don't think I have right now. So if I wanted like an LV steam turbine, we could make everything. We're just missing magnetic steel rods, which initially we could do this way. So, I mean, technically I could just do that now. There's the polarizer, but that like, this seems way better. Like, why wouldn't I just do this? When I have infinite redstone, which I'm pretty sure I do, 10,000 is basically infinite. Why don't we just do that, right? Forget complex machine. All right, so LV steam turbine is done. Nah, I'm going to call that complete. I think there's other things the polarizer like has to be used for, but this will work, right, for the steam turbine. So that's cool, right? All right. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time and get into some more basic components like the conveyor and the piston. I'll probably teach them between episodes unless there's something I can't craft at this point. And then we'll start getting into electric machines. Sound cool? For now, take it easy.